Hey there guys, thanks for joining us on another board game night. Tonight we're playing Museum Heist from Foxmind Games and designed by Alex Randolph. We're going to do an overview of the game for you tonight, and with me to help me with that overview is Nick.
Hello.
Hey Nick. Mike.
Hello there.
John. And myself, Jason. Alright, so just to give you a brief overview of how this works, we're going to give you tell you some of the rules. And then we're going to show you some gameplay where we will play through a couple of rounds and you can see what we're doing. So, this is the museum right here. And inside the museum there are 7 shady characters. All of them of which are looking to try and steal the treasures inside the museum. Each one of us has one card for each of said 7 people in the museum. And what we're going to do is we're going to choose one so that secretly so the other people don't know. And what we're going to try and do is manufacture it so that one of these characters, specifically the one we chose, lands on the item to steal it. But there's a couple of little tricks in here for which you'll see during the gameplay turn. But for example, let's say I chose the orange one and I move the orange onto the treasure and someone else is also orange and they reveal it at that point, they will win the treasure. But if there are 3 people with orange, the person who moves the orange on there, he will win the trick. So it's kind of like you're going to try and outfox your friends, try and figure out who's doing what, and it's very clever that way. The other thing you've got to keep in mind is the movement.
It looks super simple, but I think it's actually quite deep. The hidden mechanic in behind it all.
You've got to really try and suss out what the other guys are doing, because you can only move a character one space. So for example, and they always have to move closer towards the artifact. So for example, I could move this guy like that. But if I just made a beeline with this guy all the way over there, someone might assume that I am said blue guy. And if they call me out on their turn, if they go, Jason, I think you're the blue guy, or the security guard, I then reveal my card to the person who challenged me. And if he's correct, he wins the round. If he's wrong, he's out of the round. So it's a real heavy push your luck kind of sort of thing.
There are lots of other movement options, aren't there, though? Or a couple of other quite important movement options.
Yeah, we've got a couple of 4 secret passages on the board. When you jump on them, you jump through to the next section.
Down to here, and then you can appear on any of the unoccupied sections. So go there, for instance.
It's a nice little way of jumping across. Also, if you want to move through, like past someone, so for example, if I'm over there, I can jump over a character into a vacant space. And then the last thing is each one of us has 2 of these swap tokens. These will last for the whole game. So you've got 2 chances during the whole game to swap 2 characters around. The game lasts until someone has collected 3 treasures, and there's obviously a pile of treasures. And that's pretty much it.
There was one other movement option. The jumping is slightly special, that you're allowed to chain jumps together. So if you've got your green guy here, you can jump over multiple people in the way. So say if these had been arranged like so, you can chain as many jumps together as you like, as long as you end up closer to the treasure at the end of it. So you can jump straight over there, and then straight over there onto there. Or if they were slightly more convolutedly designed, you could kind of like have it... Trying to think of a good way of doing it. So you could go jump to there, jump to there, jump to there, and you're ended up slightly closer to it.
Yeah.
You always have to end up closer after your movements. Otherwise, you're not allowed to take that movement.
The jumps are basically, as we worked out, like checkers.
Yeah, like checkers. You can just chain the jumps together. And another thing to notice is the board is set up randomly each time, isn't it?
Yep.
Does it give any instructions on the random? We've had a young person do it for us.
No, it just says stick them down randomly, and then it says you put this down after you've chosen the characters.
Yep.
And then once someone collects that, the person to their left will then place the new treasure down, but the characters don't move. So if you all clump them all into the corner and then put the treasure down on the other side, it's a long trek away. So that's pretty much it. We'll get started with the game. We'll play through a couple of rounds and then come back to you with the gameplay turn. See you in a second. Gameplay. Alright, so this is the gameplay turn. We've had a few rounds already. I've got 2 artwork tokens. And so has John. Well, John has got 1, and
one in my hand.
Michael has 1.
What's the ability to speak? Nick, how many you got?
I'm not playing. I've got none.
You're going to come from behind.
Oh, indeed. Okay, so I won the last round. So the person to my right will place the new artwork token once
Supposed to
we've
choose
chosen.
No, we
Before-
place it
No, no.
and then we choose.
Yeah.
Right, so
And that's me.
just in case, let's put
When you
Butler
replace it,
Trafalgar out near the door.
has to be at least 2 spaces away from the closest person
And not on a
Oh,
trapdoor.
okay.
and not on a trapdoor.
So I'm gonna go with this one.
The
So we-
last round it was
We all choose our characters now secretly. And then the player who won the last round gets to start, which was moi.
Go, Jason.
So I'm going to move this purple, and she's going to jump over the orange, closer towards the artwork. And then it's you, Nick.
Yep, I'm going to go with yellow. I'm going to use one of the trapdoors so you can see how the trapdoor works.
Nice, Nick. Nice. Covering up your movement for such things. I am going to hop red that way.
Is that closer towards the...
Yeah, definitely closer. If I was drawing a line, that is the hypotenuse of the triangle. That is a straight line, thus it is closer.
Sure, okay.
green.
Ooh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
John
good.
doing the flash moves.
I'm going to send blue through the trapdoor to there. Security guard's going to have a look around, see what's going on.
So remember, on our turns, we can accuse somebody else of being that particular colour token if we wish.
But it's a risk, because if you get it wrong, you're out. Oh, my goodness. You've already made a mistake once, Michael.
We'll see.
Oh.
This game's all about choosing when to make your move.
I'm going to move blue that way.
Wow.
I know you can't move them away from it.
You can use a swap token.
Can use a swap token.
That's the only real way you can get them further away from where you want it to be. Or, of course, you can just accuse someone.
Can I just accuse someone? No, I'm lining them up. I'm clearing the trapdoor. It's gonna be one of us.
Oh, boy. Decisions. Oh, you know what? I'm going to move the yellow on there.
God, I hope somebody else is yellow.
Nick, are you yellow?
I am yellow.
I was white.
I'm glad you did it because I was going to do it.
I just had this like sneaky feeling, like, oh, is he bluffing? Is double bluffing? All right, so what happened there basically is both Nick and I are the yellow boy, and I was the one who moved it on there. No one else is the yellow. I mean, what colour were you guys?
I was white.
I was the Ginge.
All right, wait. So that meant
I was Necron Man.
so that meant because I moved it on there, Nick wins the artwork.
Yep.
Wow. Oh man, I should have accused you.
Yeah, if you had that feeling.
Yeah, I was just like, what if I'm wrong?
So,
I'm so close.
Nick won the round.
Yeah.
So
So-
Jason places the treasure, then we choose our person. So you're going to play another round on camera? Or?
Yeah, let's go for another round. I'm gonna. Ooh no, is this Mona Lisa? This is yours,
Oh,
man.
give me my Mona Lisa back! I've tied that around my trouser leg and I'm hobbling around.
I'm gonna put it right. No, I'm gonna put it in this corner, all the way down in the corner.
Ooh,
All right.
sneaky dad.
Yeah, that he is.
He is a sneaky dad.
And
I might just do it random.
Well, not actually look.
Not actually look, that will throw you guys off. Millie would do that.
okay, I'm gonna go with this as my choice. Is everyone chosen?
Yep, so Nick gets to go first because he won the last round.
Yep.
I'm forgetting who I chose.
I was like, oh, you jumped over. No, you can't.
No. Jumped over the trapdoor.
You can jump again. Oh, interesting.
The plan worked.
It is, it's all about luring other players into
Yeah.
doing what you want them to do.
Or trying to set up that little chain
Yeah.
jump. With the red up.
I shall move.
So if I win one more artwork, then I've won the game. Everyone else is on
Yep.
one.
Yeah. Gotta stop him.
I'm going to swap the blue and
Yellow.
the yellow. So blue was there.
Interesting. Are you by any chance yellow?
Could well be.
Whoever was yellow is now really gutted.
That's it, isn't it? She stays there, yeah.
Yeah.
St. John's is about to start jumping everywhere.
If I move, that's interesting. I'm going to move that there.
What?
Well, John, you know you want to jump that white into.
Stop.
Right,
Stop. That's
surely
not how it moves.
No.
No?
Jumps over there.
Yep.
Yeah, but you jumped over this white
Jumped
one
it.
and then jump like that.
Oh,
right, yeah.
But you'd be there.
So it might be giving away what you're doing, but
Shocking.
I'm going to
Don't you dare accuse him.
accuse Nick of being yellow.
So,
Yeah.
only Michael gets to see.
Yeah. If Michael is right, he wins the round. If he's wrong, he's
I'm
out.
right. Sorry, picking on the gameplay mistake, but you got to do it. I wanted the crown. Otherwise, Nick just won.
Out of curiosity, reveal.
I had green.
I was the red.
Yeah.
I agree.
I just looked. So I looked at it there. I just went.
I really
oh,
I'd
that's
set that up to move this one to here so I could then hop the red one over it.
Well, yeah, I just looked at it and one moved. And I went, oh.
That was close. I mean, if there was one more there, you
Yeah.
would have
Yeah.
all the way to the back.
Is that right?
That's what the chaining is really important. When we read it initially, we were a bit like, is that how it's supposed to work?
really?
I'm going to stick that one there.
Alright. So choose your characters.
Hmm.
I'm going to go with that. Just for interest's sake, if you want to see, that's what I've chosen.
Okay, so I start, don't I? Let's do the time walk again.
You heard that. That's annoying.
Oh, you used a swap token.
I am going to use my swap token. This is my second one,
Oh, it's
Second
gone
and
down.
Final.
and I'm going to swap out the red and orange.
Is Jason the red? Is the question.
Oh! I see what Nick's doing.
What is going on?
Oh, somebody is. Is that closer than this?
Well, it's.
I mean, it's
close
closer in
as.
measuring distance,
I
isn't
don't
it?
think that would be an issue.
Yeah, it says this is closer than diagonal.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's fine. I'm moving that one to there. Oh, it's not that where I swap it. I don't want to use my swap though.
Well, this could be the last game.
No, good. I reckon Jason might be that, but I'm not confident enough to say he is. Jason may have done a monstrous double bluff here and is the orange one. But I don't think he is, so I'm putting that there.
Wowzers.
It's interesting because you can't. There's another way of moving somebody away than using your swaps. Jason and I are the only people who've used them so far.
I'm trying to remember. Was the orange one the one I moved away?
Yeah, it was. That's why I've moved it closer. And John's scared that somebody's the blue.
I'm going to go there. I'm the white. No!
And I'm the orange!
And I was blue.
Oh, you so nearly won.
Damn it, John.
So John gets that. So we are now on Jason has 2, I have 2, John has 2,
I have
Nick has
one.
and I'm hoping the camera isn't off, else why are we saying these things?
I got
It's still going.
I got a nice Fabergé egg there.
Okay, so John won it, so I get to place it, send it over.
So I need to win this one to make it go into a final round.
Yeah.
You do need to win this one. I think as
Or
we're,
I just need to win this to win.
as we're arranged in a nice curve around it, we're going to go quite central. We're going to go there. I think that should put the cat amongst the pigeons. And we need to leave shortly, so
Yeah.
let's make it close.
Let's make it super quick.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm going for a long shot.
Right.
so
John-
that means
John
Jason is the
knows.
closest he can
Yeah,
be.
yeah. I kind of feel bring her into the game.
Just for interest's sake, for those at home, this is who I am.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking away from the camera. To
Oh.
see.
What's he trying to spy on? You'll go, Jace. Nice.
Green for the win.
Wowzers.
Can't jump 2, can I?
No.
No, I can't move away anyway. You don't want to be the one to do it.
Oh, you're
Other than
red.
if you're John, if he's red.
Oh, there's a round. No!
Purple lady!
Look, just he's red. He's jumped. I'm red, and so is he.
So usually, if you reveal
If I
as
reveal-
red and somebody or one other player is red, that other player wins. But if you reveal as a colour and both the two other players or more are red, you win the tie. John is the
The
master.
winner.
Oh,
Damn it! I can't believe
I
it.
so nearly went red as well.
You would have won.
You still would have won.
It's 3-1.
Oh dear.
Wow. I'm going to stop here quickly, and then we're going to come back with a verdict. The verdict. All right, so this is time for the verdict. Obviously, you've seen us just finish a game of
Yep.
Museum Heist from Foxmind, and John pulled out a miraculous win.
There's no miracles about that.
It was pure planned, wasn't it, John?
No, it was pure luck.
So sneaky.
Oh, wait, it wasn't. It was 50-50. I had red. I thought I'd win there. Someone
is-
else did have red, but in fact, Jason, you won me the game.
Yeah.
By choosing red as well.
I choose
Yeah.
red as well. So thanks, man.
Jesus.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
putting it down that Jason won in the game, not me. It's
Well, you were your first. You were winning the game
yeah,
yourself.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's fine.
All right, Joel, what did you think of the game?
Well, this is harsh. I'm biased because I just won a game. So I love
Well,
it.
we all lost, so we'll counter your
Yeah,
comments.
okay, good. I mean, that's fun, right? It's
Yeah.
Cluedo, but you have got a finger in the pie. You're doing it. You got the bluffs. You got everything else.
And it's 20 minutes,
And it's 20 minutes.
as
It's
opposed
fun.
to an hour.
I actually enjoyed it. There was actual excitement there.
There was at the end there. We
Yeah.
were all pretty
Yeah.
stoked, weren't we? I was like, I'm one move away.
Really good.
How much would
Have
you
I
give
got
it?
to give it marks?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Throwing off the scale.
I won the game. It's great.
Let's go to somewhere a little more interesting.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think you have to judge games by their time. So that took us 20 minutes and we were learning the rules.
And the type of game as well.
yeah, and the type of game. So it's not particularly complex, although there's a fair amount of luck. What the other people are and whether they're being blatant about it is the luck element. So you can manoeuvre your piece really excellently, but if somebody else is the same card as you and you haven't figured that out beforehand or they haven't given any tells, then that's just luck. You're going to lose that one when you think you could win it. But there is all the bluff and movement. There's the moving other people's out of the way. The swap thing, I think, adds quite a lot to it.
Yeah.
Where you can see somebody's making a plan, but you don't want to call them on it, but you can throw a big spanner into their plan, like you did in the second to last
Yeah,
one.
with the you swapped
Yeah.
orange to red, and
Yeah,
then you just swapped
exactly.
it back, going, "No, I think Jason."
And it's
could
simple, it's quick. I think you could play that. Okay, you may not be getting the in-depth bluffing. You can play that 5-6 years old, wouldn't be a problem. They'd get that game after a couple of goes through. And yeah, it only took 20 minutes. I enjoyed those 20 minutes. I'm going to go 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's quite interesting because I mean, you say I don't think there's a lot of luck in here, but there is a lot of unluck.
Yeah. That's right. You can't be lucky particularly well, but you can be unlucky. It's a little definition, but it is different that way.
Yeah, by making gameplay errors.
Because it's like, you know, like I had in that one game where you were the orange one, I had an inclination you were orange.
Yeah.
And especially when you swapped me back, and then I was thinking, well, you know, he's probably orange, but I'm not confident enough.
Yeah. The fact that you swapped it, and I tried to make the point, and then I thought, I shouldn't have made the point.
So like, you know, I could have gone, well, Mike, you're orange, and then I would have won the thing anyway.
Yeah.
But as it turned out,
you know, if you guess right, you win it. So you can just not move your piece at all close and just rely on guessing the other people's. And I think there's a secondary game to play there. You could focus on that instead.
I like that as well because it means, you know, you can then you can't just move your piece the whole time.
Yeah.
Because there's people guess who it is.
And you don't want to move your piece the whole time.
Yeah, because then someone swaps it out. No, I quite like this as well. It's a really simple, easy game to play, but it's hard to master.
Yeah.
It's like you sit there and you think, and it's like I was saying the first time in the first round we played this, it was a lot of
Yeah.
you know, like ooh.
It was like, I'm next to the treasure. Do I move on now or do I wait? I mean, I waited a couple of times and someone else moved on and he's like, I could have gone on and could have won it.
Yeah.
It's like, damn it.
That is the worst one as well. When you're like, oh, I'm not sure. I think maybe Nick's got that colour. I'm not going to move. I'm going to wait for him to do it, and then he doesn't do it.
I found you kind of wanted to move your one closest to the treasure and then leave it a turn or so. So if somebody had your colour, they would jump on. And then if nobody did it in 2 turns, you're like, well, they're not that colour. I'll jump on there.
Yeah, but they could be thinking the same thing you're thinking. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fun actually. I quite like it for such a simple, easy little game. It's, you know, you play it 20 minutes and the game doesn't last for, you know, in terms of rounds. It doesn't last. You just go.
What do you think about replayability of this? Because I think this is it's timeless. You can't.
Yeah,
it's not going to die out.
No,
with age.
You can't learn the moves, can you?
It's all about.
No, it's a great party game.
Yeah, this one of these games is about the players rather than the game itself.
Yeah.
How many players is the game? Is it max 4?
4, yeah.
4,
because there's only 4 sets of cards.
You can play it less though.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be a very.
I think it's minimum 3. Is it?
I was going to say.
Is a duel?
No, it's 2 to 4.
2 to 4, yeah.
I think it. Yeah, I think duel. It would be a lot more tactical. There would be a lot.
I think
a lot less
that would...
unluck about it. So there would be. I think you'd be guessing the opponents a lot more. There'd be a lot more bluffing, trying to get them to get it wrong.
For sure. Yeah.
So it's interesting when a game can play very differently in different number of
or
players.
It would just end up like this.
Yeah. And you just go, I don't want to move. I'll swap these 2.
No, I liked it. I thought it was a 7 out of 10 game. It's really fun, easy to play. You know, like John was saying, there's a lot of replayability, and that's got to do with the table present. You know, like the 4 of us would play this any amount of times, and it'll be different every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's all the bluffing and the
fact I'm
guessing.
usually red.
And I'm usually green.
And I'm usually blue.
You're usually a woman.
That is true. I think I picked the orange girl as any man I played.
Yeah.
How about you, Nick? What did you think?
I'd say 7 out of 10 as well. I did really enjoy it. I could see me picking it up and playing with my daughter. Obviously, I reckon with Liz a year older, but picking it up at nowish sort of thing, and then playing it with her, I reckon she could learn that one quite easily and play it because she's starting to play a few board games.
Being a gamer who doesn't have a child, I imagine that kind of like guides your buying of games. If you can buy a game that you can play...
No, I buy what I like.
If you can buy a game that you can play with your adult friends, but then you can also play with your children, that's like you're getting double duty there. You're getting extra money, you're spending time with your kids doing something you like doing. So I think that, if I one day have children, I think that will guide my purchases quite a lot, I would imagine.
Well, the thing is, Foxmind, the company who makes this, they're really good at that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, their themes are generally nice and intricate towards kids. You know, like they got the one where you make a slide. They got another one where you a bunch of mice trying to steal the cheese from little mouse traps, and this one's obviously stealing treasure from a museum. It's all stuff kids like. You know, it's colourful, bright.
You'll know better than I, but I've noticed more of this type of game that is slightly got a bit more complexity. This one has a nice bluff mechanic to it, but they are aimed at a child market. Would you say, given your expert opinion as it were, that there are more of that type of game coming onto the market?
Well, I think with board games becoming a lot more mainstream, you'll tend to find that a lot of companies will try and market in for those family groups.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just mom, pop, and kids. It's mom, pop, kids, grandpa, grandma.
Yeah.
You know, cousins. You know, all that.
My partner's not a big gamer, so when I buy a new game, if it's one I think she'll play, I put a bit more thought into buying that one. If I think that I'll be able to say to her, "You'll enjoy this," and it won't take quite as long to play as kind of like a massive game. So,
Yeah. For sure, and that attracts
just
a lot
growing
of
the market, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And there's a lot of companies who specialise in that sort of thing. I think Foxmind is definitely one of those. And I mean, like John's not a heavy board gamer, but this is something you could play with Rosie.
In
easily.
more ways than one, I'm definitely not a heavy board gamer.
No.
Yeah.
Unlike Jason.
Yeah.
More ways than one.
Right, you're not invited again. All right, well, there you can see our thoughts on Museum Heist. It obviously gone down really well. Nice, quick, easy game, decent components, and fun to play.
How
So
much is it? Do you have a price point on it at all?
I don't know. This was a review copy, so they sent us this in Sly Blast. But I can't imagine it's.
Then let's do the, without knowing what the
Yeah,
retail
yeah,
price
good
is,
plan, yeah.
let's do the, what would I pay for that game?
Yeah,
All right, fine. What
that's a
would you?
good game.
What,
Yeah.
what
Your
would
game,
you?
John, after you.
Yeah.
Well, I buy Games Workshop stuff, so I'd pay anywhere up to £100.
You're getting 7 miniatures and 4 decks of cards, so that's at least 100.
And a gaming board,
Yeah,
that's
which is
sweet.
at least a foot by foot.
Yeah.
Realistically, I don't know. I'd guess 15 quid.
Yeah. How about you?
I'd like to pay a tenner because all the parts are kind of
nothing
like heavy
complex.
cardboard and
Yeah.
stuff. So I'd like to pay a tenner for it. I think it would be excellent value for a tenner. I'd possibly consider it for 15 though. So I reckon 10 to 15.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go 10 is my intro price.
Yeah, mine. I was thinking the same. It's a 10 to 15 pound is what I'd say, but I'm gonna go 12.50 just to be
Oh, that's
right
good.
in the middle.
That's
Yeah.
a good shout.
Well, I'm going to be even more controversial. I'm going to go.
You're
It's
gonna go
$20 because this is actually a Canadian company, I think, and I think they'll go for the $20 range games. You know, because what's the name is the same size as this, and they're not big heavy games. They're just easy pickup games at Target, those sort of things. So I'm going to go $20.
Okay, I've googled
We're
it,
gonna find
so we're going to attempt to find out. See if I can find it for sale anywhere. Is the question? Struggling to find it for sale anywhere.
on, surely.
Come on,
I'm not sure it's available yet.
It is probably not yet in England.
Okay, so I'm going to Foxmind's website. Let's see if they tell us how much it's going to cost us.
Oh,
What did you say, Jason?
drum roll.
$20.
What is the conversion rate at the moment? I reckon.
I don't know.
How much would you say $24.99 would be?
Don't know.
I reckon,
that on
I
your
reckon
phone
it's
as well
around
now.
15 quid. So I reckon John's probably got that.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, John, you're buying the next copy.
all right.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Speak to you guys later. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye.